They finally did it! Unbelievable, Square Enix! My faith in you has been fully restored! Holy shit! I mean, seriously! As soon as I found out what they're doing, I literally got so hyped up. Keep in mind, I just had God of War. Literally, just an hour and a half ago, I just had God of War. Happened to go on my computer, saw that there was a new update video for Final Fantasy 15 for the Royal Edition. So I was like, okay, let's take a look. I look at it, and all of a sudden I'm like, yes! 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 Finally! You finally done it, Square Enix! You finally did it! You finally rebuild my faith in you! You finally restored the faith in the fans! You finally restored Final Fantasy 15! I swear I don't think I've ever been this happy in my entire life! Holy shit! I mean, seriously, you even got me all suited up and everything, you know? Haven't put this shirt on, these sunglasses on, and who knows how long. So, I mean, I was just like, oh my gosh, Square, you did it! You did it! Oh my gosh! Oh gosh. Okay, so, to kind of give you a brief update of what's going on, okay? You know the details. You know about me when it comes to 15. I have talked about everything back and forth. I've gave my complaints and everything like that. The overall game, I actually kind of like. But the final portions of it all was kind of sucky. You know, the optional stuff, kind of lackluster. You know, what Final Fantasy is known for. You know, all the optional stuff, all the side quests, all the cool shit that you can do. 15 just lacked in that department. But this time, oh, Square Enix, you finally have done it. You finally did what I've asked you, and you did it. Now we just gotta wait until it comes out. So just kind of, let me go ahead and kind of recap everything on that one too, as well. So, within a couple of months, March 6th, PC owners will finally get to play Final Fantasy 15 on their computers with Windows Edition Final Fantasy 15. And I have to say, you holding back the PC edition for those gamers was a trick move on your end. But at the same time, you're going to reveal everything. You're laying down all the cards. Nothing's getting held back on those PC users, so they get to experience the full game as soon as we get the DLC. And of course, it's going to get a re-release in terms of physical form. So basically, you guys know what the Royal Edition is going to be. It's going to be basically a re-release of 15, but with all of the updates, all of the DLC included in-game. So, yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Now, another thing too that the Royal Edition also features, which we did not get yet until now. So, allow me to give you a little bit of a brief detail as to what else 15 has to offer. So, let's see. So basically, an all-new dungeon. So, this is what made me happy the most. This is the biggest one. The one I've asked for the longest time. The big one. A brand new dungeon. Insomnia City Ruin. Expanded map. In other words, the ending portion of the game, you know, Insomnia, the city that's been destroyed and everything like that. The one that you finally venture forth to go after frickin' the entire shit show of a final area. A shit show, even. I'm going to tell you right now, that was a shit show of a dungeon, you know? You go into this epic triumphant battle. You're heading to your home country, your home city, and it's just a straight, narrow pathway. Not even a complex one, either. It just, you go here, turn, go under tunnel, eventually come out, head straight. You'll eventually get there, and you fight against Infern, and then you finally get to fight. Why do I keep forgetting your name, dude? You're my favorite villain. You're my favorite character, too. It's like, why did I... Auden! That's his name, Auden. Adne Asunia. Or should I say Auden Kylam. Yes, that is his real name, technically. But, without giving any major spoilers, which I just did, sorry about that. But you go through all that and everything like that, and it's just meh. You know, it's all meh. However, though, this is now extended. This whole entire area that was kind of locked out from us, we finally get to explore it. Yes, we finally get to explore it! Yes, we finally get to explore it. But that's not all. It's not just the fact that you get to explore it. There are also new bosses in it, too! New bosses. Bigger and even more terrifying bosses, okay? We've got Cerberus, okay? In freaking Final Fantasy Kingsglaive, Cerberus was in that! We didn't even get to see him in the regular 15 edition. So here we are finally in the Royal Edition. Inside Insomnia, we finally get to see Cerberus for the first time. Now, of course, they also... One of the quests that was in the main 15 game itself was that there was an optional boss known as Omega. However, though, it wasn't as Omega. Or maybe it was Ultima. Now, I'm pretty sure that one was called Omega. But it was very much a shitty boss fight. Record, yes, I admit, he was a little bit tough, a little overpowered. Level 120, yes, he's gonna be hard, but no harder than what I fought before. So it's like, he's just a regular enemy with a different name. Square, you can do better than this. Sure enough, this DLC, they finally bring out a real Omega weapon. A redesign of Omega weapon in Final Fantasy 15 graphics. Finally! It's like, yes! Omega's back! Omega's back and kicking ass! Hopefully not too much ass, because my ass is already sore enough as it is. But anyway, there's also another boss that you get to fight. You get to fight the kings themselves. You know, the kings of power, the kings that hold within the ring itself the Noctis wears. Those kings that we know barely as much of anything, you know, they've briefly been noticed throughout the entire series of Final Fantasy 15. We get brief notions of who they are. We only know that they are responsible for holding the Omega power that the King of Insomnia holds at the palm of his hand. But that's about it. We don't even know what they can do. We don't even know how terrifying they are. We don't even know how powerful they are. Sure enough, you get to fight them in this one. Yes! 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 Yes, I waited for this one. I've waited for this one. Okay. So yeah. So basically, new features such as first-person mode, new gear, and new bosses. So I get the feeling that this whole new dungeon features new weapons and more new bosses. Keep in mind, they just probably scratched the surface of what all the bosses that you're going to be fighting. But you get to have new weapons, so there may be a good chance that there might be a better ultimate weapon in this DLC, which I've been wanting, because the ultimate engine blade that Noctis has is shit. It's utter shit. The laughing stock. I mean, seriously, it's the most pathetic weapon piece of shit you're gonna get. But finally, new weapons, new bosses, a whole new dungeon, and the best part is, it takes place in Insomnia. Anyway, Omnigear Unleash. After you collect all 13 royal arms, a more action-oriented mode of the Omnigear is unlocked. So, if you don't know, the Omnigear is basically the limit form power that Noctis can use. Basically, as soon as he gets a piece of royal arms, he gets to unleash a power. Each time he gets a new one, it gets a little bit more powerful, and more powerful. Once you finally get all 13 in the main game, basically he can do two things. One, he basically gets to go warping all over the place and use the different weapons to attack the enemy that you're fighting, or you can trigger a special ability and all of your other friends, being that of Ignis, Prompto, and Gladio, can use those royal arms to fight the different enemies as well. So, as cool as that is, it's okay, but this time is better. It's badder. This hits harder. It's just, holy shit, this is the ultimate weapon here! Yeah! Oh my gosh! And more are being added onto it, okay? That's just That's the meat of the entire meal. That's the meat. That's the main meat of the freaking steak that you're getting. That doesn't include all of the additional stuff. For example, the gravy that's going to be on top of it. Okay, so Royal Vessel is basically the boat that you would drive from where you go to, from mainland, all the way to Altissia, okay? And you don't get to really explore it, you just get to sit there and watch a meaningless cutscene. Well, not so much meaningless, just staggered cutscene, I suppose you could say. Not much happens. But this one, however, Royal Vessel, the boat from Final Fantasy 15, is now a controllable vehicle, the same body of water between Cape Came and Altissia can now be freely explored. In other words, you can explore the ocean. I don't know how big of the ocean you get to explore, but you finally get to explore the ocean to see what else you can do. It's like, yes! You get to freely explore the ocean and probably fish some more, probably. Who knows? I mean, we already know that Noctis has a fish fetish, so I mean, it wouldn't surprise me that he would want to go fishing on the Royal Vessel. Makes sense. But still, you get to finally roam with free the entire ocean of 15. Yes! Finally! Something I've been wanting! Oh gosh! Okay, so all season passes content, including Episode Gladio, Episode Prompto, multiplayer expansion Comrades, and Episode Ignis, which is to be expected. You know, that's obviously to be included. Over a dozen pieces of DLC, including weapons, regalia, car skins, and item sets. So basically, everything that the DLCs, followed by the optional DLCs, you know, all of the little add-ons and stuff, you know, costumes and whatever, those are all included into the Royal Edition. So, it's just, I mean, again, if you've already got 15 and you've already got all this DLC stuff, that's fine. You're like me. You're like me, and you're paying attention to that optional dungeon that you get to explore all of frickin' Insomnia. It's just, oh god, gosh, Square, you have no idea how long I've wanted this. You have no idea how long I've waited for you to finally give us a proper optional dungeon. Best of all, you're giving us an expansion. Now, what do I mean by expansion? Well, judging by the trailer, which you can check it out right now. In fact, go ahead and check that out right now. I'm serious. Check that trailer out to get the details of what I'm talking about. Apparently, basically, to visit Insomnia, basically this takes place after you get through the main portion of 15. You know, in the final chapter before you go and fight against Alden. So, you finally enter in Insomnia City, and you encounter a new portion of a story. Okay, basically, this literally takes everything that happened in 15 and brings it all together in this one final expansion. This one final thing. This one final triumphant return to go into Insomnia and kick some major ass. Okay? We're talking about getting all of the remaining Kingsglaive to rally them up and fight against the evil which is Aden. It's just to see this makes me wonder if they're finally rewriting the ending for 15. Because keep in mind, Final Fantasy 15, yes, I admittedly it was a little bit teary-eyed to some degree because he's having to say goodbye to his friends. They get to finally fight against Infern and stuff, but it wasn't that great. It wasn't that freaking epicness that 15 is known for, you know? This time, however, they're rewriting the wrongs and finally delivering us in a full serving. You know, Final Fantasy 15, they delivered us the first plane. We're like, this is okay, but come on, Square Enix, you can do better than that. I mean, you're freaking Square Cafe. You can do better than this. And yes, I'm referring to the Square Cafe, Square Enix Cafe that's in Final Fantasy 15, if you don't know. But, I mean, you can do better than this, you know? You can deliver. Come on. I know you can do better. And then they released the DLC that was like, okay, well, this is good. I mean, it's just filling. That's all it is. It's not really... It's not mouth-watering. It's not exploring your new surroundings. It's just, nah. Then episode prompter comes out. It's like, okay, we're exploring the world a little bit, you know, getting a little bit of flavor, not bad. Then we got comrades, and it's like, okay, this is. I mean, I'm kind of surprised you went this direction, but okay, this is actually pretty good. I mean, not bad. It's got a little bit of sing to it. Then episode Ignis comes in. It's like, okay, wow, we're getting a little bit spicy here. And then the freaking optional dungeon to explore Insomnia with all the optional bosses. I'm like, whoa! When did you finally kick up the heat? Or what spices did you use? This is freaking fantastic! And to know the little extra thing to change what happens at the ending of 15, I cannot wait! I swear, I don't think I've ever been this excited about 15 since before the release, okay? Since before 15 got released. This is how happy and how excited I am, Square Enix. You have no idea how big of a deal this is to me. It's a big fucking deal. Oh, I said that I was going to stop being negative about it because I understand certain things and everything like that. I'm like, okay, you know what, Square? Do whatever you want with 15. 15's okay. It's not the best. It wasn't matched up to the hype, I admit. But at least it was okay, you know? But Square, I mean, come on. I'm just asking you not to ruin Kingdom Hearts 3 for me, but, you know. Then the DLC comes out and it's like, well, can't believe this, but maybe the DLC and updates are helping 15 improve to some degree, you know? Is it making it better? A little, but it's not making it the best that it could have been. Then the final part, this final epic return, is like, okay, this is what I wanted. This is what we wanted. As Final Fantasy fans, as Square Enix fans, and as few as there are, as much as Final Fantasy 15 fans have asked, this right here, this is what we waited for. This is what we've waited for. Oh, oh my gosh, Square, you make me so happy. You made me so happy, Square. Oh gosh. Okay, so March 16th is when the big event happens. You know, everybody's going to be playing Final Fantasy 15 at this point. You know, the PC owners, the Xbox One owners, the PS4 owners, everyone is going to be playing 15 for this final epic triumphant that 15 has been demanding to have. 15 has been like, all the Final Fantasy games has gotten this epic stuff. You could do better than this, you know? Give us the epicness that we want, you know? I mean, you built it up for 10 years. Give us what we need to have. Sure enough, they finally gave it to us. They finally gave it to 15. Finally, Final Fantasy 15 gets what it deserves. A proper, full edition. So, without further ado, Square Enix, I give my hat off to you. Thank you, Square Enix. So, I cannot wait for it to finally get released. Hopefully, the DLC for Royal Edition will finally be revealed for Regular Edition. Depending on what the physical version offers, I might pick it up. I sincerely doubt it. Who knows, but we'll see. Hopefully, those of us who's got the actual edition when it first came out, will get that soon. So, hopefully more updates will be revealed before then. But keep in mind, that's March 6th. That's like almost 2 months away. So we have until then. So, gear up, guys. Final Fantasy 15 is coming back. See you later, guys.